All right. Good evening and welcome to this special Finance and Audit Committee meeting of Kingston Common Council. We are here tonight, dearly beloved, to work on a pass-through grant from the Kingston Land Trust. Who's here to tell us what this is about? Ruth Ann, Maggie.
And Maggie.
You want to arm wrestle for it?
If you want to clarify, it's not a pass-through grant, it's, we're requesting an endorsing resolution.
That's what I mean, sorry.
Yeah, so, I just wanted to, first of all, thank you for calling and scheduling the meeting. It's a really important resolution that Maggie needs for the Kingston Land Trust application. So I will hand it over to Maggie to describe the project.
What's up?
So, I'm here representing the Kingston Land Trust and our initiative for Land in Black Hands. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Land in Black Hands initiative, but it began about 5 years ago. And we started with a steering committee of 5 people. That steering committee, with the support of a lot of people in the community and people in various land trust things, both statewide and nationally, raised the funding so that this year we purchased 54 acres of land in Ulster, the town of Ulster, and most importantly, the city of Kingston. And so we have 54 acres. Most of the acreage, which is not developable, we're preserving that for the forest land and the forest and other, conservation purposes. But there are about 6 acres that we're going to be developing to have both agricultural farming and mostly community farming. And we want to put some housing that will be used primarily for residencies and a fellowship program that we're developing. And so we are now seeking a planning grant through OPRH, the Office of Preservation, Historic Preservation Department. It's OCRH. And we're a planning grant through their heritage area funding program to work with a landscape architect and other strategic planning consultants to develop a plan for development and an educational component to use the land to really bring our BIPOC population and give them the opportunity to really learn about agriculture, learn, that potatoes don't grow like tomatoes, they grow underground.
It sounded like that, how can that be?
Exactly. And really develop cultural, some cultural practices, indigenous practices, and return the space that is that land to use in service to the community. And so we're looking, I don't have a firm grant amount at this moment. I'll have it by July 31st. Because we're getting estimates from firms about what they would charge to do this work. We're looking at something probably in the neighborhood of between 125 and 175. That seems to be the range to do this kind of, because we're talking about a full architectural drawings, renderings of what kind of buildings we could put on, what kind, exactly how we would develop this land so that it both serves the community and continues to honor the landscape that is currently there. The land is off Wilbur, it's on Chapel, one of those that you sort of go up and up and up and up. And that's the Kingston part of the land. So one of the things that we need is a resolution from the city in support.
Any questions?
What is the match?
We have some funding already for
Is it
scenic
50%? Or is it 75?
I think we're gonna be able to get 75.
Okay, because you're well within that zone.
Yeah, because it's the heritage zone and we're BIPOC, and for a couple of reasons, we should be able to get that. At least, yes,
Area as well.
yes.
Is that property up there, was it city property at one time? There used to be a park up there. You know, you can go to the park. I don't think it's still in existence, but I don't know if the city still owns it.
The city never, to the best of my knowledge, the city never owned this.
No.
This was a family farm, at least for the last 75 years or so. And then, I think, I'm not sure what happens from the land, there's that little road makes a fork,
Right.
and I'm not sure what happens when it goes to the right, because it's private property, and they are very adamant on it being private. And so I'm not ventured there, but if you make the left, that's always been family farm.
Any other questions? And do we have a motion to approve this? Michael?
Second.
And Drew, second, any discussion?
Sounds great.
Just quickly, so we have on the Kingston side, what about less than 10,000, or what is it, about 10,000 acres? Or is it like 800 acres?
No, it's the total property
It's like
that we purchased is
Yeah.
54 acres.
54 acres.
Yeah.
And then you have part of that acreage on Ulster County side. right?
Yes,
Yeah, how much is it?
it's approximately 10 acres.
10 acres on that side.
In Kingston.
Mhm.
And we're looking at developing so what we're talking about is 6 of those acres.
On our
And
side.
it's all, we're only looking to develop, we really want to keep the Ulster
Yeah.
part really open, because that's real
Oh.
forest land.
Okay, so
And
there's no
then-
development there.
There's no development, but
Okay.
Ulster is planning something adjacent to where we are. That's another reason, we really, if we hadn't wanted to keep it a buffer, undeveloped before, we definitely would want to now, because it,
Right.
Ulster has plans to develop something.
How can they develop something on land that was already?
No, it's not our land, it's next door. It's-
Next door,
They're-
okay.
they're our neighbors.
Okay, got it.
They're the
got it.
neighbors. So, but it's also, it's wetlands
Mhm.
and forest. So it's, we do not want to touch that land. And that's sort of at the heart of what the land trust is about, is preserving and protecting land like this forest. and wetlands.
Anything else? All right, then, hearing no discussion, we'll call to the vote. Who's in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate what you're doing over there.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's move from finance. Ready, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Say wahoo.
See you in 20, Elisa.
That's terrible.
Thank you.